The Battle of the Boyne, fought on July 1, 1690, July 11 in the Gregorian calendar, was a decisive confrontation between the deposed Catholic King James II and his Protestant successor, William III of Orange. This battle was part of a broader struggle for the English, Scottish, and Irish thrones following the Glorious Revolution of 1688, in which James was overthrown and replaced by William and his wife, Mary II, the daughter of James. Seeking to reclaim his throne, James had fled to France, where he received support from King Louis XIV, who saw him as a useful ally in his ongoing war against William. With French assistance, James arrived in Ireland in 1689, where he was welcomed by the Catholic population and supported by the Jacobite forces, who sought to restore him to power and secure Catholic dominance in Ireland. William, determined to eliminate the threat posed by James and to solidify his rule, assembled a large army composed of English, Dutch, Danish, and Huguenot troops, along with Protestant forces from Ulster, and marched towards Ireland to face his rival. The battle took place near the River Boyne, about 50 kilometers north of Dublin, where James had positioned his army along the southern bank in an attempt to block William's advance towards the Irish capital. James's forces, numbering around 23,500 men, consisted mainly of Irish Catholic soldiers, including poorly trained infantry known as the Rapparees, along with some experienced French troops sent by Louis XIV. In contrast, William commanded an army of approximately 36,000, a disciplined and well-equipped force that included battle-hardened Dutch Blue Guards, professional English and Scottish regiments, and highly effective Huguenot cavalry. The Boyne was a wide and deep river, making it a formidable natural obstacle, and James hoped that this, combined with his defensive positioning, would compensate for his numerical and qualitative disadvantages. However, his defensive strategy suffered from major flaws. Rather than using his French troops to strengthen his lines, he placed them in reserve to protect his retreat, a decision that weakened his overall battle formation. At dawn on the day of the battle, William, known for his tactical acumen, devised a multi-pronged attack to outmaneuver James. He sent a detachment of around 10,000 men under the Duke of Schomberg to cross the river upstream at the village of Roughgrange, creating the impression of a flanking maneuver that forced the Jacobites to divert troops. Meanwhile, William himself led the main assault across the river near Oldbridge, where fierce fighting erupted. The Jacobite cavalry initially put up strong resistance, with determined charges that briefly stalled William's advance. However, the superior training and discipline of William's army began to take effect. The Dutch Blue Guards, renowned for their skill in open battle, spearheaded the push across the river, supported by Danish and Huguenot units. William's artillery also played a crucial role, bombarding Jacobite positions and preventing them from effectively regrouping. As the battle raged, William narrowly escaped death when a cannonball grazed his shoulder, but he continued to lead his troops undeterred. James, watching from a safe distance, saw his army gradually losing ground. Rather than rallying his troops for a counterattack, he decided to retreat, ordering a general withdrawal towards the town of Duleek. This decision proved disastrous for morale, as his army, already under pressure, began to collapse in disorder. Although casualties were relatively low compared to other major battles of the era, William lost around 750 men, while James's losses amounted to approximately 1,500. The psychological impact was enormous. James, now convinced that his cause was lost, fled to Dublin and then to France, where he lived in exile for the rest of his life. His departure earned him the nickname, Séamus and Chaca, James the Shit, among his Irish supporters, who felt betrayed by his abandonment. The consequences of the Battle of the Boyne were far-reaching. It marked the beginning of the end for the Jacobite resistance in Ireland, leading to further defeats at Aughrim and Limerick. It also cemented William's rule over England, Scotland, and Ireland, ensuring Protestant dominance in Ireland for generations. The battle became a defining moment in British and Irish history, celebrated by Protestants, particularly the Orange Order in Northern Ireland, who commemorate it every year on July 12. Although not the largest or bloodiest battle of the period, its political and symbolic significance was immense, shaping the religious and political landscape of Ireland and Britain for centuries to come.